Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is AI the Somnium Files. Last time we learned of the true strength that is Mizuki, and we know that the weight on this is not accurate. She's a lot stronger than you might think. If you want to know details, check the previous episode, but she is really strong. Date was really impressed and surprised as well. Also, right at this point, we are still open with the case of Iris losing an eye and Ota being stabbed. And we still got a few places left we need to discover. I mean, not discover, but investigate and question people at. So, let's go to the map. And we have Cold Storage Warehouse, which is where we're gonna end as last. We got now Matsushita Diner, where we're gonna find Ota's mom. And we got Central Hospital, where of course we'll fight Iris and Oda. So, I'm gonna say let's go to the diner first, Central Hospital second, and of course Cold Storage last. I don't know if we can make that this episode, but if we don't, we'll definitely make it the next one. So, let's get in there. Matsushita Diner, Monday.
Who might you be?
It's me, Kaname Date. We met yesterday. I gave you my card.
Oh. So how can I help you?
Is he playing the innocent card because he really doesn't know me? Or because she knows me, she wants to play innocent? Interesting. Okay. A low table. Condiments are placed on the table. Disposable chopsticks. A sitting cushion. A lucky cat statue. Nothing but a window. A beer ad on the wall. Menus written on the wall on Sansuki paper. Of course, always just checking things out. It's November, but the calendar says January? Looking closely at it, even the year is wrong. This is old. An old calendar on the wall. There's a menu on the table. No, oh, wait. The gears have stopped turning on the clock. Yeah, it almost feels like this entire place is really backed up in maintenance. I still think that the dad is not there anymore. It says good luck. Because each time we come here, she says he's just gone. There is a picture where clearly the dad is on, but we never hear anything of him. I can see the kitchen area past the counter. A swinging door. The counter. A stool. It's an autograph, probably from a celebrity. A round chair. It's a mop. A bucket. Almost like she's been cleaning here to dispose of the evidence of me being swung to my head. A table. A kid's chair. Okay, I think that should be almost everything. No new text. But that's why we're checking. It's Mayumi, Ota's mom. She has a picture frame next to her. Probably the one that Ota told us to look at right before he hit me in the head with a walk. Yeah, it still stings. We do need to pay him back for that. But I do have to say, being stabbed is a good way to get off of something like that. Because doesn't happen every day. Let's see, about the photo, about last night. Are you done packing? Why is she packing? Oh, of course, for the things she wanted to take to Ota in the hospital. Okay. So let's ask about the photo first.
Oh, this?
As Mayumi spoke, she turned the photo towards me.
This is a family photo from when Ota was still small.
What's with the face of the father? It's a bit weird, or is it me?
I wanted to look at it again. I'm a horrible mother. I've always caused trouble for my husband and Ota. They've helped me so many times. I am such a burden. But they were always smiling. They were so kind. I remember a gift they gave me one Mother's Day. They knew how much I liked floral patterns. So they gave me this apron and a kitchen knife. Oh, I was so happy. I was crying and smiling, and that's what this photo is from. It's kind of embarrassing, but isn't it such a nice photo?
Yes, that's very nice, Mayumi.
Alright, so where is your husband? Yeah, hard-hitting questions, that's what we do.
Oh, who knows?
Date, I did some research on her husband, Ota's father. His name is Matsushita Takaro.
And he looks very weird. So there was nothing wrong with his face, it was just the way they designed him.
He died of myocardial infarction 5 years ago.
What? What is going on here?
Okay, she's in complete denial that the father is gone, and she's totally overwhelmed when it comes to Ota. And therefore she feels the need to protect him or something like that. Let's keep it in mind. In fact, father died. Okay, so about last night.
Last night? What time?
Before 10 p.m.
Oh, I was already asleep by 10.
You were sleeping? That can't be.
Ota.
You left the diner to chase after Ota and Iris. I saw the whole thing with my own left eye.
Left eye? Not both your eyes?
Well...
Anyway, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't go anywhere last night. I was asleep. I was dreaming.
Dreaming?
Yes, a very nostalgic dream.
We know that's not true. Is he gonna try to tell us through a dream what actually happened? Okay, what kind of dream?
It was when my son had just started elementary school. I had Ota run an errand for me, and he was taking so long, and I was waiting. My husband said it was nothing to worry about, but I couldn't take it anymore and went to look for him. I found him at a traffic signal, crying. He said he couldn't come home because the signal was still red. But it was one of those crossing signals you have to push. That boy didn't even notice it. He just stood in front of that red light. So stubborn. So stupidly honest. That's my Ota. He was so cute. I couldn't help it.
Okay. Oh, let's go with are you done packing?
Packing? What are you talking about?
I thought you came here to pack some of Ota's things for his hospital stay.
Ota? At the hospital? My boy's fine. You shouldn't say things like that to a mother.
Okay, I think there's something more going on here. I reckon that I don't want to use the word insane, but does he have some kind of form of Alzheimer maybe? or some other disease that keeps her losing her memories, or is this an act?
Date, I noticed something. Can you look at Mayumi with the thermal imaging turned on?
I should use thermal vision and look at Mayumi.
Do you see it?
Part of her brain is blue,
That might be due to low blood flow in that part of the brain.
which means...
Mayumi has an illness. I have checked her hospital records. For the past 6 years, Mayumi has been suffering from dementia.
dementia.
Symptoms vary considerably, but Mayumi appears to be afflicted by memory loss. She seems to be missing memories.
I see.
So basically, whatever she tells us is to be had with a grain of salt.
So that's where those weird comments were coming from. Can she run a diner like that?
It isn't running.
What do you mean?
Matsushita Diner has been closed for 8 years. Matsushita Diner is near the Kabasaki district. It is not technically within the restricted area. However, after the chemical plant explosion, the number of potential customers must have dropped considerably. Before the accident, this diner managed quite well due to its proximity to Bloom Park. Patrons from Bloom Park would often eat here, being the cheaper option. But Bloom Park closed 8 years ago. The customers stopped coming, and then, naturally...
Does Mayumi not notice that the store is closed?
I do not think so.
Because of the dementia?
Yes.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, that's horrible. I really hope that nothing ever happens to
Is
me
that
like that.
all?
Because a form of dementia, that's so bad. Even if the person doesn't know it themselves, for the people around them, surrounding them, it could be a real hardship. Oh well, let's just leave her alone. According to the investigation, she'll be able to do nothing. We really need Iris noted for this, so yes.
I have to start preparing for the dinner shift.
Mayumi stood and went to the kitchen.
Date, let's go. It's better that you leave things be.
You're right.
Mayumi is in the kitchen. It looks like she's cutting vegetables or something. Or I think this may be a something. Phone. A cordless phone. Alright, let's go to the map. Let's go to the hospital, because like I said, we're not gonna get anything out of here. Oh, that's just a sad part of the story. God. I'm starting to bum me out. Alright, back to the hospital, game phase, investigation mode. We need to do this. Okay, Central Hospital, Monday.
Are you okay?
Tate.
The nurse told me you were here.
Yes, just resting. Iris's surgery was successful. They told me she would be fine. After I heard that, a weight left my shoulders and I just collapsed.
It seems that she passed out and was brought here.
Yeah, the nurse told me.
But I'm fine now. I feel much better.
Alright, let's check the surroundings. A bed. Equipment used for monitoring vital signs. It measures heart rate, blood pressure and body temperature on the monitor. A curtain used as a divider.
Peekaboo.
Pardon me?
When Iris was little, we used to play hide and seek. Seeing that curtain made me think about it.
A curtain used as a divider. There's a bedside table. There's an LCD TV on top of the bedside table. A window. A round chair. A sink. A cupboard. I can see a toilet in there. I think that's about it. Yeah, I think it is. Hitomi is sitting next to the bed. She looks really exhausted. Alibi, Ota, Iris. Do you know anything about Iris and So? Okay, let's get the awkwardness out of the way. Let's go with Ota first, because she's not his parent, so I think it's the least likely answer that will progress things, so yeah.
I am so thankful for Oda. No, words don't even do it justice. Oda saved Iris, didn't he? I heard the police talking about it. If Oda didn't go to the warehouse that night, Iris would be dead. I really don't even know what to say. It's frustrating that there isn't a bigger word for thank you.
Well, I'm still having doubts about Ota and Iris in that situation. It was too obvious. So yeah. We'll see where this goes after we investigate the warehouse. About Ota.
Oda was actually one of my students. I was his teacher in elementary school. Even back then, he had such a strong sense of justice. Not that I'm one to say, but I believe he grew up to be quite an amazing young man. He risked his own life to save someone else. His mother must have raised him well.
Technically, last 8 years, I think he raised himself and his mother. Alright, about your alibi. Just in case, let's get it out of the way.
Hitomi, what were you doing around 3 a.m. today? I don't mean anything by it. I'm just doing my job.
I was sleeping at home. The police came and picked me up around 4 a.m. That's when I heard about all this.
Her testimony matches what was in the investigation material.
The cops came to pick her up around 4?
Correct.
How long does it take to get from Hitomi's house to the warehouse?
20 to 25 minutes by car.
And the polar bear ran out of the warehouse at around 3:15?
Correct.
If you're fast, you can just make it.
Do you suspect Hitomi?
Not necessarily, but...
Yeah. The polar bear did look a lot bigger than Ota. But still. There's just something off about the entire situation of the movie we saw. There is something there, just don't know what yet. Like I said, we've already conversed some theories I had about that, but we need more evidence, we need more clues in order to figure it out. Alright, let's go with, do you know anything about Iris and So?
So, Sejima? The politician?
Yes. We believe they might know each other.
I don't think so.
Okay, let's go with about Iris.
Iris lost her left eye. They haven't found it yet. If the optic nerve and blood vessels are intact, they told me they might be able to restore it. But I'm thankful she's alive. When I was young, I lost someone very important to me. Monica Iwai, my best friend. One of the only friends I had. While I was waiting for news from Iris's surgery, I started thinking about Monica. And I felt like I was going to lose my mind.
That must have been very painful.
Yes.
Okay, so the Monica maybe was that dream sequence part we saw when we were in Date's head, which we still have no explanation for, than a theory that he might have been there 6 years ago when it happened, or even further back than that. One of his true earliest memories. Oh yeah. Say goodbye.
Sorry for asking you so many questions at a time like this.
No, it's fine.
I should go.
Okay, so we're actually not talking to Iris and Ota. I'm pretty sure they both still are in recovery, so probably gonna be another time. So let's go back to the map and go to the cold storage warehouse, because we still have plenty of time to do something over there. Harbor Warehouse District on Monday.
Two cars.
These cars have been parked here since before 3:17 a.m.
One van and one station wagon.
Well, the station wagon should be big enough to have the barrels in them. Just theorizing if the van is used in the killing of Renju. Just trying to think ahead, just having an open mind about this. But yes. A cold storage warehouse became the scene of a horrible crime this morning. Okiura Fishery and Cold Storage Warehouse.
This station wagon is a stolen car.
Stolen?
Last night, the owner of the vehicle reported it stolen. It was stolen at 10:33 p.m. yesterday. The theft occurred in Fuchu, Tokyo, in the parking lot of Famisto, a convenience store along Koshu Highway.
The Famisto parking lot, huh?
The car was stolen while the owner was shopping inside the store. The vehicle's engine was on. The doors might have even been unlocked, which would have made the theft easy for the culprit.
Making it a very low threshold for someone who's not used to crime. Basically someone like Ota, maybe?
Who took the car?
Ota Matsushita.
What?
Ota got into the car and drove off. The security cameras at the convenience store caught the entire incident. Ota's fingerprints were also found on the steering wheel of that car. There is no doubt that it was Ota.
The stream of the polar bear started around 3 a.m.
Correct. About 10 minutes later, Ota appeared on screen.
Ota stole the car at 10:33 p.m. That makes 4.5 hours until he appeared on screen.
Yeah, they make anything a possibility. My theory and the other ones as well. But yeah, it was a good call that Ota stole the car, right? The station wagon Ota stole. Alright. A red barrier line wrapped around the scene. In the old days they used yellow caution tape for this. Now we've got a cheap hologram technology that can do the job even better. Well, sometimes use good old-fashioned yellow tape. Warehouse all in a line. The cops from the head office examined everything, and I couldn't find anything useful. A hologram barrier. A stacked container. I don't think this has anything to do with what happened.
Iba, what's in the box?
It looks like a person.
What?
No, never mind. It's a silicone doll, in the shape of a woman.
Oh, I see.
Ah, I see. He's probably thinking like a sex doll or something like that. A wooden box. There's a silicone doll inside, but I'm pretty sure that has nothing to do with the case. Not yet, at least. It's a crane.
Can you please move the crane?
Date, please shut up.
No, never shut up.
Oh, stop.
Give me more lameness. This crane is towering. There's an old drum.
It looks like that girl Reika from the cabaret club in Nakamaguro.
It looks nothing like her.
Is this the second time she's referring to a joke like that? As so, didn't they make the same joke? Oh, it's gonna be a running gag, is it? There's an old drum. It does not look anything like Reika. Nothing in the distance. Fine. The water of Tokyo Bay.
Date, look! The school of mullet!
And
Aren't the fish so cute?
The water of Tokyo Bay. There's a school of mold in the water, but it has nothing to do with this case. A bollard. A pillar to moor a ship. A forklift. There's nothing special about it. Alright, the van.
Who owns the van?
The Matsushita family. It appears as though it was used for transporting ingredients and supplies.
Tessa, wait! I'll get the car.
Ota's fingerprints were found on the steering wheel and gearshift. Iris's fingerprints were found around the passenger seat. Those were the only prints recently made.
Was there anything else found inside the car?
There was one thing.
What was it?
Ota's cell phone. The one he purchased 2 days ago in Akihabara. It slid under the driver's seat.
Where's the phone now?
Its data is being inspected and evaluated.
Okay, so he lost
I
the
cannot
phone.
find anything in the vicinity that could be a clue.
Me either. Let's check inside the warehouse.
Ah, I want to talk to the cops. Now I feel like a bit of a douche not talking to
it's
them.
cold in here.
The air conditioners have stopped. However, the insulation in the walls has kept the room temperature close to what it was this morning.
I should finish this investigation before I freeze to death.
Well then, you had better get started.
A timer! You got 10 minutes before you freeze to death.
The tires of the forklift are clearly frozen to the ground.
It hasn't been moved in a long time. What are you thinking?
Nothing. It just seemed noteworthy.
The forklift is topped. It looks like it hasn't been moved in years. I don't know if this has anything to do with what happened this morning. So basically this means that the entire storehouse has been used for a numerous amount of years. A crane is hanging from the ceiling crane. I mean a hook. Yeah. A shelf packed with cardboard boxes. I asked a cop on the scene and he said there was anything special about them. There's a dark spot over there. Where? The shadow on the left catches my eye.
It's dark over there.
Is it of concern?
Yeah, but without some light I can't see.
I am perfect for times like this.
Yeah, but that seems way too important. Let's talk. Oh god, no. We have a must here. All right.
There's something there.
You should go pick it up.
I recognize this.
An Odoroki Man chocolate. You've been collecting them for 3 years. Each chocolate contains a special sticker inside. Years ago, you started buying them for Mizuki, but eventually, you got hooked on them. Even after Mizuki lost interest, you kept buying them.
That's a bittersweet memory. The Odoroki Man chocolate. Why is this here?
Perhaps we can use it as a clue. Let's investigate further.
Does it maybe mean that Date was here? No, that would be almost stupid in the way it was presented. No. Forget about that one. Let's see. A police officer. Aren't you cold?
Yeah, some engineer from NRIPS created a jacket lined with heating wires. That keeps me warm. Nice, right? All the cops and inspectors around here are wearing them.
Except Date. Any progress on the investigation?
I checked this place point by point. I didn't find nothing.
No drum.
It really does look like Reika from that cabaret club in Nakamaguro.
Okay, you just stop it. It doesn't look anything like it.
I told you it does not.
Problem to clue this time. Alright, that corner is totally done. There's a cardboard box on the floor. There's nothing in it. That must be Ota's blood. That's where he was stabbed and went down. The inspector is down doing his duties, as usual. We see each other a lot, don't we?
Yeah, wish it were under better circumstances. Too bad you're not a girl. This could be the start of something.
Yeah, thinking the same thing.
Do you have a family?
No, unfortunately I live alone. With a job like this, I don't really get the chance to meet new people.
At least, not alive ones.
Once this case is wrapped up, how about you and I go to a cabaret club together?
Hey, now you're talking. You're buying, right?
Sure, I'll expense it.
I recorded that conversation. I will be sending it to the boss later.
On second thought, why don't we split it?
Aw, lame.
Any clues?
No, nothing so far.
An evidence marker. It's a little marker that puts up to track evidence on the scene.
There are only a few items on the shelf. Is this warehouse not in use?
Nope. I can't find any leads on the shelves. A wooden box on the shelf. It's empty. A forklift. I don't see anything special about it.
A video camera and laptop. This is what the criminal used to stream. All of these items have been bought from pawn shops and thrift stores. It would be difficult to determine a suspect from them. I have logged into the Wi-Fi in this warehouse. Okiura Fishery Co., Ltd. is listed as the owner. However, I found the password written directly on the router. Anyone who saw it could have used it.
A video camera and laptop used for the stream. We probably can't find the culprit with these though. No, because if the code was just there, anyone can use it, so anyone is technically a suspect. So at least we don't need to look in the direction of the Okiura Fishery Company.
3 a.m. this morning. Iris was lying right here.
If Ota hadn't come to save her, it would have been too late.
This is the workbench Iris was lying on. I can't find any clues here.
That machine is used to cut ice. We have gathered testimony from the workers regarding it. This has always been in the warehouse, so the suspect did not bring it here.
Any fingerprints?
Nothing. No fingerprints have been found at the scene at all. This entire warehouse is clean.
I see. Oh, it's freezing.
Date, we're at our limit. We've examined everything of interest here. Let's go elsewhere.
I agree.
Okay, so the thing is, the fact that they're saying there's no fingerprints anywhere is very strange, since we've seen Ota touching it with his bare hands. And they said a statement that the ice bear character ran away, so he didn't clean everything to get rid of the fingerprint. So there's a slight contradictory in the statement. Or am I trying to see things that aren't really there? Okay, we're gonna leave this episode right here. We got a lot of things to think about. Try and devise a theory or such. Can we confirm some theories that we have? Do we need to create some new ones to corroborate what we know right here? But the fingerprint thing is really bothering me, just like the forklift that is stuck there. I think the forklift is probably for the fact that this entire warehouse has not been used for many, many years. Therefore, it could technically be anyone that get in here, so it doesn't necessarily mean that it's somebody of the company. Yeah, like I said, we got a lot of things to think about, but we're gonna continue on next time with whatever destination is gonna be on that map over there. And until then, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. Till next time. Bye bye.